My name is Brian, and technically it's the first episode, but it's really just going to be a primer. So the whole concept of this series is that this minus one thing up there is going to be filled in with DVDs that are sitting here. You can't really see too well. Okay? I'm going to pick them off the pile. I'm going to talk about them. And depending on people's feedback, I might have to, everyone complains that the camera's too close. Then I won't have to push it back. But, it's a tight area over here to begin with. So, the whole concept is, like I said, I'm going to pick up the DVD. I'm going to talk about it. I'm not going to do give my rate it. I'm not going to be rating films. I'm not going to be really do anything now. I'm just going to talk about it, tell you if I liked it or I hated it. There are some films in here that are really shit. Which, that's another point. There will be profanity. I'm an adult. I use adult language. However, I do not swear like a sailor, so it's not going to be completely crazy. And I'm going to try to keep the video short. I'm not going to do like an hour-long video series. Some movies in this collection, like once I get to Friday the 13th, 3 of them may wind up being one episode. Whereas, like Hellraiser, I might wind up getting to my entire catalog of them. And aside from Friday the 13th, Hellraisers, Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street, there's a lot, right? Conjuring. Aside from having the big names, I also have ones that you've never heard of, so I'm going to be saying it. If you've never heard of it, let me know in the comments. Okay. And then once, what should I do with this side actually? Once these are filled out, once this gets filled in, that gets filled in, and then I'll fill this in, and then that one. And then by this point, look at this cabinet, the camera's going to have to get angled downward. Eventually, we're going to be going downward, and lower and lower, basically until I wind up having to sit on the floor, so that you can see the entire collection behind me. So let's start off with a movie that I actually bought at a record store in Princeton, New Jersey. It was used for $5.99 and the list price was $14.95. Starring Vincent Price, the abominable Dr. Phipps. Pull it out a little so you can see. Yeah, try to get the glare up because there's this camera comes with a little monitor, so. But the lighting in here isn't the best. So the film, according to this, it's rated PG-13. It's an hour and 35 minutes. It's color, 1971. And meet Dr. Phipps, a one-time concert musician who's now an all-the-time crazed murderer. In this clever, crypt-kicking classic, horror meister Vincent Price plays a diabolical doc seeking the ultimate in revenge with precision, creepiness, and surgical wit. Watch Dr. Phipps live up to his promise. 9 killed her, 9 shall die, 9 eternities in doom. I would have just left it as 9 killed her, 9 shall die. Much more simpler. After a team of surgeons botch his beloved wife's surgery, leaving her for dead, the emotionally distraught Dr. Phipps creatively concocts a failed prescription for revenge using the good book as his guide. Thibs unleashes a score of an Old Testament atrocities, from a plague of locusts to an attack of rats on his enemies that climax in what may be one of the eeriest endings on screen record. It's actually listed as a black comedy horror. It's also, if there's one big thing. Why is he a doctor? His wife wasn't a doctor. Doesn't, where was it? That he's a one-time concert musician. He was a pianist. How is he a doctor? No idea. Oh, an accident. Yeah, I think you can barely see what this is up here. So, I'm gonna get back to it. I'm just gonna talk about this real quick. Alright. It is the Alien Trilogy on VHS. The thing is, I'm not at a good angle, so I can't tell if I'm showing it and all you see is black. So, I mean, the cover is nothing but black, so. Hopefully when I get down to the part where we're so low that I have to sit, then I'll be able to look the monitor correctly. Because I have to kind of like squat down to see. The monitor is attached to the camera, it's not independent. Anyway, these are the VHSs. And for the younger audience, this is what we watch movies on. We watch movies like this. Before we watch movies like this, on disc form, they were in tapes. VHS. I don't even know what VHS stands for. But I actually picked this up on eBay. Not even expensive, and they're in mint condition. Oh, they say closed caption. So, I'm not sure though if I should leave that in. See, that's separate. What if I wind up buying another VHS at some point? I'll put it in there. I don't know, I'll have to move everything later on. I'm stealing this from Yano. Thumbs up if you know who Yano is. So the next one. Okay. Annabelle Creation. This one's rated R, 2014. Actually a really good movie. Like, these are really well written films. The whole Conjuring universe is very well written. Now, as I can see, this has been filming for 13 something minutes. I'm just gonna, you know what? That was all the A's in the DVD collection. In the DVD collection, because when I'm done with the DVDs, then we're going to go to HD DVD, and then we're getting the Blu-rays. Now, the third one on this. This is a bit controversial, because people are going to be going, no, Brian, that is not a horror film. That is not horror. That is dark fantasy. It doesn't count because it's dark fantasy. It also doesn't count because it's a Disney film. And I say, no, you should go watch this film, and then you'll see that it actually is a horror film. This is, dark fantasy is basically horror. Sometimes it can be by itself, but this is one of the examples where it winds up being a horror film. It's the Black Cauldron. The villain is the devil. How could you not use this to say that that's horror? He's the Horned King? He looks like the devil. He looks like, like some legend. It looks like a Norse version of the devil, something like that. But this is rated PG. 80 minutes, color, and I couldn't buy this new. I didn't know it existed when it came out on DVD. I'm so used to holding things up to the right of me, to the right, but the camera's on the left. So I'm right-handed, so now I have to hold everything left. It's a little awkward for me. But like I said earlier, there's a tight space. Maybe some things got moved. But Disney doesn't. They don't recognize this film exists, basically. Actually, I could do this. The film we're talking about. Although I have no idea if you can even see that, because I can't see it on the monitor. No, okay, you can barely see it. Sorry for the close-up, but this is all a work in progress. It'll get better, especially if I get feedback. But this film, Disney they don't acknowledge it exists. You think they would? You think they would, especially around Halloween. It's based off a book series, actually. And basically the issue is that Disney wanted to make this as a film. They wanted to take that book, make it a film. The problem is that it's a series, so there's like 7 or 8 books. They didn't want to do a trilogy. They wanted to compress it all into one. And the issue is, first 5 minutes are book 2, then it jumps to like book 3, and then you're in book 7 for the rest of the film. Why don't you just do book 7? Ignore all that stuff. Just do book 7. I still like it. I mean, once you get past the first 30 minutes, then it becomes a great movie. Well, maybe not great, but it becomes a good movie. And it's something that, if I had children, this would be something that we would watch every year on Halloween. Or maybe not on Halloween, but we would watch it as like traditional Halloween area. That part of the season. That part of the year. We would watch it. Especially when they're children. Because I can't, you can't. There's no way in hell I'm letting a 3-year-old watch Friday the 13th. Not happening. So, that's the end of this one. This train wreck of a video. Now, if you did for some reason like it, click the like button. If you're not subscribed, please do. There's links in the description, and if you want to financially support me on Patreon, you can do so. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. And then, if you have a comment about one of those 3 films, in the comment section, if you've got a suggestion of something I could do, maybe the audio sucks, let me know. Any hints, anything you want to know, any questions, comments, you know where to put them. So do that, and stay tuned for the second episode, because I need to get this piled down, so this is not a mess anymore. So, thank you for watching. Goodbye.